I have your Greater Boulder real estate market forecast and 2024 market update for Boulder and Longmont, Colorado. And we're starting right now. Hi, I'm Marilyn Ackerman, Greater Boulder, Longmont area real estate agent with HomeSmart Realty. For those of you interested in Boulder and Longmont homes for sale, welcome back to my channel. If you've seen any news headlines lately, you would think that the housing market has just about gone extinct. Well, don't be fooled. A lot of headlines are based on fear and driving your emotions to click on them. And what's really happened is, yes, interest rates have gone up to record highs. Right now they're around 6.8%, but it's not always going to be that way. And one thing that we have is a high buyer demand. We have this not only in Boulder County and Longmont, but throughout the country. For instance, there are 72 million millennials, and 44 million of them are reporting that they still are forming households. Household formation is a huge driver of people buying homes. A lot of them are waiting on the sidelines for interest rates to come down. While some of them are waiting on the sidelines for interest rates to come down, others are using great programs like the FHA program to get into houses now. There's a huge pent-up desire for people to buy homes because essentially the market stalled for about the last 6 months of 2023. The media headlines that people are seeing aren't necessarily true. What really happened in 2023 was there were record high prices, not only in Boulder County, but around the country. The record lows were in the number of sales. So the housing market is far from extinct. This is because home prices are driven by supply and demand. We have had supply challenges in this country since 2020 and even before 2020. It's been a struggle in this country and in this area to provide enough affordable housing to buy. Now, especially in Boulder County because of the strict zoning. Now, if you're from this area, you may know this, that Boulder County controls 110,000 acres of protected open space. Of course, there are the beautiful parks and trails, and there's also the protected agricultural land in the east part of Boulder County that cannot be developed because of agricultural easements. What we have going on in Boulder County right now is a lot of infill development, which means that there are undeveloped tracts of land that are in the cities that have not been developed, often because they're locationally undesirable in some way, such as near an airport, near train tracks, near a busy road. But those are becoming subdivisions fast. Also, instead of developing our farmland and open space, Boulder County is increasing the density, especially in Longmont, along Main Street, along the Main Street corridor. So we are definitely building up, not up too high. There's a limit, it's about 4 stories. But we are increasing the density from single family homes to multifamily to get more housing in there without building on the open space. Now, a lot of that housing, though, is not condos to buy. Some of it is, but most of it is apartments to rent. Now, if you like the Colorado lifestyle, you probably know that living in an apartment is not really the end goal of the Colorado lifestyle. People want to enjoy the 300 days of sunshine we have in their yard, on their patio. Apartment living is usually a temporary situation in our area. One thing you may have not known from the mainstream media is that 1/3 of homes in the United States in 2023 were receiving multiple offers. And that is also true just about in our Longmont and Boulder area. Now, the homes that are getting multiple offers at this time are below the median price. So for the forecast, it's not hard to predict the future when you have studied the past. I take a lot of these forecasts from Brian Buffini and Lawrence Young. They are a real estate forecaster involved in the real estate industry, and Lawrence Young, who is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. They've been making predictions for 16 years with a high amount of accuracy. For the last 40 years, when the Fed has increased interest rates rapidly, like they did in 2022 and 2023, then historically they cut them just as rapidly. What I'm saying is rates are going to drop. They're not going to be this high forever. And they will drop because the Federal Reserve wants to have a 2% inflation rate. Now, by August of 2024, it is predicted to be there. That's only 8 months away right now. The prediction is that we will finish 2024 at 5.75% interest rates for mortgages. Now, the first cuts are predicted to happen in July, and then a series of cuts that will follow, bringing us down to that 5.75% by the end of 2024. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's not like the 2.5, 3.5% we had in 2020. But any rate under 6% historically in real estate is when people start to buy. It's when they look. It's when the market gets pretty hot. Now, it's not just people who are renting who want to buy homes. It's also sellers who want to move for whatever reason. I mean, life happens regardless of interest rates. And I'll tell you, there is a pent-up demand that people want to sell their houses, but they also need to buy a new house. So they are not wanting to move with these interest rates, but they will when they notice it gets lower, and that is below 6%. Then in 2025, the economist Lawrence Young predicts that interest rates will go to 3.9% by the end of the year. With all of the pent-up demand for homes, the market in 2025 is going to be raging hot. 2024 at the end of the year is going to be hot as well. Oh, and there's an election in 2024, and that political pressure to have the economy going well is going to be pressure for lower interest rates, and that is going to affect the Fed cutting rates. Now let's take a deep dive into our local market. Now, what is the biggest factor in buying a home? It's employment. So in our area of Boulder and Longmont, companies are hiring. Our biggest industry is education, followed by hospitals and healthcare, then followed by tech, right? Because we have the University of Colorado at Boulder. Our top industries have very strong outlooks for the future. And in fact, right now, Boulder County's unemployment rate is only 2.9%. That's very low. Now, what's the second biggest driver in buying a home? Well, it's the quality of life that people can have when they buy that home. It has so much to do with the area. Boulder, Longmont, Lafayette, Louisville, Erie, Superior, Lyons, these areas all have an incredible quality of life. With our 300 days of sunshine, with the parks and trails people can enjoy. People want to be healthy where they live. They want to know they can be near an international airport to travel. They want the amenities of Denver, and they get it all right here. Now, the people looking for this quality of life are not only people who are employed in the area, but it's also people looking for an active retirement. They are very drawn to this area. Now, the third main driver in people buying homes is that They want to be near family. And that's especially true and an increasing driver since 2020, since COVID and lockdowns. So we have great employers in this area, a low rate of unemployment, quality of life. It's drawing a lot of younger people to the area, people who are in the middle of their careers and so forth. And then what happens is we have people follow them. So often people who then are looking for that early retirement follow their families to this area. So with the towns in Boulder County having all of these factors going for it, the market is projected to grow 2 to 4% in 2024. And then in 2025, with the market projected to be red hot with interest rates falling even lower, buying a house in 2024 makes a lot of sense because prices will go up by the end. They will go up in 2025. And someone who buys in 2024 can see themselves with a huge equity gain in 2025. In addition to that equity gain, they'll have the opportunity to refinance and have a lower payment. This is what the smart money is doing right now. Let's talk about the specifics for Longmont, Colorado and Boulder, Colorado housing. Okay, so for Longmont and Boulder, we have a slight seller's market because home sales continue to outstrip supply, and the market action index has been moving higher for several weeks. This is a seller's market, so watch for prices to keep increasing as this trend continues. Homes are selling quickly. In Longmont, the average home is on the market for 70 days, and the average list price is $615,000. Inventory is very low right now. In January, right now, there are only 151 detached homes on the market in Longmont. And there's about 33 condos on the market. That's it. It's a seller's market for those condos as well, with the median price of a condo going on the market at about $460,000. Now in Boulder, the median list price right now is $2,170,000 for a detached home. And those homes are staying on average on the market for 105 days. Now, the higher the home price in Boulder and Longmont, the longer it does stay on the market. The future's looking bright for real estate here in Boulder and Longmont, Colorado. Homes in Boulder and Longmont are selling at 99% of their asking price. So if you want to participate in the rebound that the housing market is going to experience, it's time to buy now. Buyers, it's a great time to buy. If you would like a personalized consultation with me about buying a home in the Greater Boulder and Longmont areas, then please give me a call, text, or email, or use the calendar link to schedule a 30-minute consultation where we can really get into the details of what is right for you. As always, I can't wait to hear from you.